All right, we were good in a lot of categories. Johnson, as I mentioned last week, Johnson's our likely first-round opponent. So we wanted to do a lot of things just really simple today, not show them everything that we have in the event that we play them in the first round of the region tournament. And it was a little bit different week this week with being out for Bible conference, but I thought that they responded really well. Again, on senior night, we had 4 players end up in double figures, and every time that we do that, we almost always win the games when we have 4 players in double figures. We had Trevor Brunson again with 31 points. He's had 2 huge games here over the course of the last week. Points off turnovers, we had 17. They had 8. Second chance points was really they outscored us 12 to 8. And then our bench points is where we would really like to see a huge improvement. They had 28 bench points and we had 19. I feel like that's something that we can do a better job of when we're going to play them next week. But I was really proud of how we played. I was really proud of these seniors and being able to. You always want to win on senior night, obviously. And we had a 10-point lead. We lost it. We actually got down 3. And then we built it back up to a 12-point lead, which is what we needed for our seeding in the region tournament. So I was proud of where they ended up there and how we were able to finish the game.
Perfect. And speaking of your seniors, I know it's always tough, when you play your final home game for senior night. But can you speak a little bit more on the impact these guys have had on your team the past several years that they've been involved with the Bruins?
Yeah, it's basketball is one of the more difficult sports to recruit to Bob Jones for a variety of different reasons, but we have had a number of region players of the year in our 11-year history, and we haven't had as many All-Americans, and to have Henry be able to do that last year as region player of the year, be able to be on the All-American team, that was really big. We'll find out next week what postseason awards we have there. Hayes was able to make one of the all-region teams last year as well, and he was able to do that. And so Hayes is the only actual 4-year varsity player. So it was good to see Hayes as a local kid, a local Greenville kid here from Riverside High School, see him to be able to finish off in front of his family and his friends here locally, finish out an interesting 4-year career. When you think about these players, they've gone through COVID. They've gone through the year after COVID, which was still tough for basketball being an indoor sport. We still had a lot of things getting tested, sometimes every day and at least twice a week at other times. The racial unrest, different challenges that have happened at our school and all that type of stuff. These guys have gone through a lot in their 4 years, and I'm really proud of Hayes being here all 4 years and being able to finish off that way. Brian, this was his graduate year, the only year I got to coach him, but Brian had one of his better games of the year today with only 1 foul, but have 11 points, being one of our 4 double-digit scorers. Then Andrew Aarons started here as a varsity reserve player. I told him if he kept working, he would probably be able to be on varsity. And I competed against Andrew when I was a high school coach. We had actually competed against each other. And then just having the chance to coach him, see him grow from the varsity reserve to being able to spend the past 2 years on varsity, be a part of our team that went to the national tournament last year. So, and then John Barron. John Barron was another key guy for us as a manager. Sometimes people don't notice managers until something doesn't get done. And so on the road especially, John stays up late at night at the hotel doing laundry while everybody else is sleeping, and then he's usually the first up the next morning having to pack the bus and stuff while the guys are just waking up. And so I want to make sure John Barron doesn't go unrecognized and all that he's done as well. So we've got a good group of guys, and we're looking forward to what we have next week at the region tournament in Florida.
Perfect. Yeah, like you said, looking forward to seeing what y'all can pull together and hoping for another back-to-back region championship performance from y'all.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.